I'm Nesli Sözer, research professor at VTT Technical Research Center of Finland. I'm the project coordinator for Sustainabite. Yeah, so when we look at the plant-based foods, they can come in very different forms. So there are the meat and dairy alternatives, which we have been recently working a lot in order to enable the protein dietary shift towards more sustainable alternatives. Of course, plant-based foods provide a potential there. But then there are also plant-based foods which are not only meat and dairy alternatives, the foods that we eat every day, the bread, the snacks, the cereal foods, they are all plant-based. And then there are also meals that can be made by plant-based foods, such as, for example, hummus, which has been a cultural food product, but it has penetrated across the different cultures. And typically people do not even think that they are eating an animal protein product alternative. And there is solid evidence that we have to have a transition, dietary shift, where we increase the intake of our plant-based foods because it's much more healthier than having an animal product dominated diet. But still, unfortunately, especially in Europe, the foods that we eat are mainly consisting of animal-based proteins or fats, which is not healthy. And the major reason behind it is that obviously the taste, texture, and the price. So what we are planning to or aiming to do in Sustainabite project is to provide different ingredient and food processing options which are affordable, which are energy and water efficient, which are also appealing, because only the foods eaten will be able to provide the nutritional benefit. And we have also a focus that is centralized around nutrition and increasing the general micronutrient and macronutrient composition of these plant-based foods. Yeah, one of the work packages that we have in the project is actually focusing on closing the knowledge gap with respect to how processing is affecting the food matrix and how it influences the health impact. So we are really covering the processing, food matrix, and health nexus. And the food products that we will be developing will be based on different cereal grains such as barley, fava beans, chickpeas, and we will be also using very nutritious side streams. These are tomato pomace, carrot pomace, and apple pomace. And the structures that we will be designing will focus on reducing the starch digestibility, so the glucose response will be more controlled, and then the protein, obviously we will focus on it to increase the protein digestibility and bioavailability. And when we are looking at the nutritional quality of food products, it's not only about macronutrients. There are micronutrients which are also very important for our health. So we will also utilize non-thermal processing technologies that will keep the micronutrient composition and improve its bioavailability, bioaccessibility. So with this approach, we are truly believing that we will have an impact on the common nutritional problems such as obesity and some of the non-communicable diseases such as certain cancers, which are pretty much connected to food that we eat.